All right, not quite as warm as we were in Flagstaff yesterday. Warmer than that really cold, windy Saturday we had. So what I'm basically saying is temperature's cold, then they warm up, and that's going to be the case here going into the future. 46 degrees our high temperature today. We'll call that very close to the average of 44 degrees for this time of year. Same with the overnight low of 20 degrees. All right, statewide high temperatures today. Everybody fairly mild here for this time of year. Grand Canyon at 49 degrees, 61 in Winslow, Payson 47. It was 69 in Phoenix today, 59 degrees in Sedona. All right, things are going to change up. Cold air is on the way now. We take a look at it across the nation, and a big, strong kind of Arctic jet stream starting to make its way into the lower 48 here. We had a little bit of snow in Portland today, and same up in Seattle as the cold air starts to make its way into the region. Remember last week I was mentioning maybe we had a storm in store for us early next week. Well, now this storm and much of the cold air is going to remain well to the north of us here in Arizona, but we'll still get a bit of it. And beginning tomorrow, as this cold front and cold air start to make their way into the Intermountain West and start to spread across the country, this cold front will cause increasing wind for us across Arizona. Much cooler tomorrow with increasing wind through the day. Winds by afternoon gusting up around 40 miles per hour. Right now, we have just kind of some high cirrus clouds streaming in out ahead of this whole system that's going to really take over much of the country as we make our way through the week. Right now, snowing in the northern plains and in the upper Great Lakes. Pretty good rain down there in the southeast. All right, so what I'm talking about here with these temperatures, if we look at the temperature band map and we just are kind of paying attention to where the cold air is cooped up today, mainly throughout the Intermountain West and up in the Pacific Northwest. But watch as I'm just going to put this into motion. Tomorrow, you see the cold air spreading now into the Rockies and into the plains. We get into midweek, that cold air starts to even spread further south into the lower plain states and expands eastward. And then we get late week and the cold air spills all the way down to Texas, which reminds me of one of my favorite old weather sayings. There's nothing in between Canada and Texas but a barbed wire fence. Basically, what that means is there's nothing to stop that cold air from just spilling and spilling. Basically, the Rocky Mountains don't let that cold air spill to many of these western states. It dams the air, but there's nothing to dam that air. It just spills and spills all the way down to Texas, and sometimes all the way down to Florida. Currently outside right now, temperatures on the chilly side. You see where the cold air is, and even in Denver right now, only 27 degrees, still fairly mild in the lower tier states, but as we mentioned, this cold air moving along. Okay, currently outside in Flagstaff, 34 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, winds out of the southwest, 8 miles per hour overnight. Tonight, we'll continue with these cirrus clouds periodically through the night. We'll call it mostly cloudy. 19 degrees, our early morning low temperature. All right, a bit more chilly out there tomorrow with our high temperature at 42 during the afternoon. We'll see those gusty winds really start to increase as the cold front gets here, and then once it passes behind the cold front in the wake on Wednesday, we'll have even chillier temperatures with that northeasterly breeze setting up for us here across northern Arizona on Wednesday. And then we warm things back up pretty rapidly, gradually here late week into the coming weekend. We're in a pretty quiet weather pattern as far as there's no precipitation or significant cold fronts here for us for about the next week and a half or so at least. 57 in Sedona tomorrow, 52 Prescott, 53 in Tuba City, and 58 degrees in Winslow. Extended forecast for us here. That chillier day out there on Wednesday. Temperature 39 degrees. It won't be quite as windy as what we're going to see out there on tomorrow. And then later in the week, Thursday into the weekend, we just warm back up to very mild type weather, which will continue into the weekend.